Hello children, let's start a new topic from physics, that is work and energy. In a layman's language, or the person who is not much familiar with the science, for that person work done has a different meaning, and the person who in terms of science work done has different meaning. How a work done is different from a normal language we use the term work is done, how it is different from the scientific point of view. Let's start that. Let's find out how it is different. Suppose you are sitting continuously at one place or reading something. For a person or for a layman who is not actually a person of science, for that person you are sitting at one place and continuously reading something. You are putting a lot of efforts, or you can say your mental efforts. You are mentally involved in that activity. Okay, so you have done a lot of work. Suppose another example, you are sitting and writing your question answers, copying down your work. For your parents, you are doing a lot of work, but in terms of science, all these activities do not involve any work. In terms of science, there is no work done in doing these activities. For example, push a book lying on a table. There is a book lying on the table and you try to push it. When you try to push it, the book moves from one place to another. It changes its position or it displaces. Here children, I am going to use a term displacement. Here the displacement does not mean that displacement what we have studied in chapter of motion. Here displacement means to change its place, to displace from its position, or to change the place. Here displacement means that. Okay, so do not get confused with that displacement. When you try to push a book which is lying on the table, you push it and the book changes its place, moves from this place to another, from one place to another place. This activity, in this activity, the work is done. Second, lift a stone which is lying on the ground and take it above your head. You lift a stone which is lying on the ground and you take it above your head. In this activity also, in terms of science, you have done a lot of work. Third activity, a child is pulling a toy. Child is pulling a toy towards himself. In terms of science, in this activity also, the child has done a work. Next, try to push a huge rock. There is a very big, huge rock. When you try to push it, the rock has not changed its place. It is at the same place, and the rock is very huge. It's quite huge. So in terms of science, no work is done in this case. Next, sitting continuously at one place. Suppose you are sitting continuously at one place and you are writing something. You are writing. In terms of science, in this activity also there is no work done. So in terms of science, what is actually work done? In terms of science, work is said to be done if a force applied on an object brings a displacement in it. I repeat, work is said to be done if a force applied on an object, on any body, if we apply a force and there is a displacement in that object, or there is a displacement in that body, in that case the work will said to be done. Now let us view our activities or the examples which I had given you. Let's review them. Push a book lying on the table and the book moves. As you apply the force on the book and the book has changed its position, place, so there the book has displaced from its earlier position to a new position. So that is why there is a work done in this example. Lift a stone lying on the ground and take it above your head. You have applied the force on the stone and the stone is now, as you are taking it above your head, now the position of the stone has been changed. Earlier it was on the ground, now it is above your head. So in this activity also the work is involved. There is a work done. A child is pulling a toy. The child is applying a force to pull a toy towards himself or herself. In that case also, a force has been applied on the toy and the toy has changed its place. So that is why the work is said to be done in this case also. Next case, try to push a huge rock. You are trying to push a huge rock, but the rock has not changed its place. The rock is still at the same place only. So in this case, there is no work done. No work done. Later on I will tell you where that force has gone which you had applied on the rock. That I will explain you later on. Next example, sitting continuously at one place and writing or reading something. In that case also you are applying your mental efforts. You are not applying any force on that, and that has not brought any displacement. So in this activity also work is not done. So I hope children it is clear from all these examples that in terms of science the work is said to be done if a force applied on an object or on any body brings a displacement in it. If there is no displacement, there is no work. The work is said not to be done. So from this definition we have come to know work is the product of force and displacement. Here S is for distance or displacement which is covered by the object. So F is the force, S is the distance or displacement covered. W is equal to unit of force is Newton, unit of distance or displacement is meter. So work is equal to W is equal to N into M, which is in short terms we call it as joule. Joule, joules. So the SI unit of work is joule, 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 J. We denote it with a capital letter J. This is the SI unit of work. Now, next comes what is when the work is set, when the work done is said to be 1 joule. The work done is said to be 1 joule when 1 Newton of force brings a displacement of 1 meter in an object. Then in that case the work done is said to be 1 joule. I repeat, work done is said to be 1 joule when 1 Newton of force brings a displacement of 1 meter in an object. In that case the work is said to be 1 joule. I hope children from these examples and from definition it is very clear that work is the product of force and displacement. If any of these two conditions is absent, in that case there is zero work done or no work done in that case. Okay. Now work is of 3 types. Positive work done, negative work done and zero work done. Now what is positive work done? When you apply a force on an object and that object moves in the direction of the force itself, then the work is said to be, the work done is positive work done. Suppose you are trying to push something towards you, pull, like in this case a child is pulling a toy. The child is pulling a toy, is applying the force and the object is coming towards the child only. So in that case here it is the positive work done. Then both force and displacement are in the same direction, then the work done is said to be positive. So what will be the definition of positive work done? The work done is said to be positive when both force and displacement are in the same direction. Second case is negative work done. Work done is said to be negative if either force or displacement, one of these two, is in the opposite direction. Now what is the example? Example I can give you children in this case. Suppose you lift the stone lying on the ground and take it above your head. You are lifting something from the ground and taking it above your head. You are applying a force on the stone and the stone has raised to that height. So work done by you, you have applied the force, so work done by you on the stone is in the positive direction because you want to raise the object to that height. So both force and displacement are in the same direction only. But where is the negative work done? In this case, the negative work done is done by the gravity, the earth's gravitational force. See, suppose this is a stone which you have taken to this height. Now, your force and displacement are in the same direction. But in this case, your force. Now, in which direction force of gravity acts? Force of gravity acts in the downward direction. Force of gravity always acts in the downward direction. That is why everything comes towards the earth, fall down towards the earth. Force of gravity is acting downward, but the object is still going up. So in this case, the work done by you will be positive, but the work done by the force of gravity will be negative, because here the force is acting downwards, but the object is going upward by the efforts put by you. So the efforts put by you will have a positive work done, but the efforts put by force of gravity, that will be negative work done. So that is why this is the example of negative work done. Another example this is the case of vertical motion. Now let me give you an example of horizontal motion also for this. Suppose you are driving a car. When you apply the brakes, what happens? You actually want to go that side and your force is here. So both are in the opposite direction. You applied the brake and the car stopped. So force is here, but the motion is actually was in that direction. So in this case also there is a negative work done. And what about zero work done? Zero work done is that work done when either force is absent or there is zero displacement. How? So children, like in this case, try to push a huge rock. You are trying to push, you are putting the efforts, force is there, but there is no displacement, 0 meter. So that is why work done is 0. There is another case also for zero work done. Suppose you are, a porter is lifting a luggage on his head and making a horizontal motion. Lifting the object and the person is moving. Horizontal. Motion is this way of the person. And this is the force applied and this is the displacement. There is no displacement in this object. Here these two things, force and displacement, are making an angle of 90 degrees. So when these two are perpendicular to each other, suppose force and displacement are perpendicular to each other, in that case also the work done is said to be 0. I will explain you through numericals also how the work done is 0. Okay. So children, this is all about work and types of work and when the work is said to be done. I think this much is enough for today's class. Next time we'll do the numerical related to work. Okay. Thank you children.